What up, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of Hunting Arcadia. Today I'm going to be hunting, to start off this series, trying to hunt as much as I can for my level here on Arcadia. We're going to be hunting some Nusuls, I do believe it is the Nusuls that we are going to be hunting. Now, where is there it is. Yes, Nusuls. So, here's what we're working with. We're working with an LR25, highest efficiency thing that I've got. And it was the cheapest of the markup stuff that I could possibly utilize. So that is why we're going to be using it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be using highest efficiency that I possibly can at the lowest markup that I could possibly get. And that's what we're going to be doing. And everything is maxed out on this. So it's even better for me anyway. This is at full TT. Now, I've already... so this is at full TT, so we will kind of put that into the end result. We will remember to repair our armor first, so... Ooh, that was like... Oh yeah, and also that... Yeah, fuck it, we'll just repair it. Because I also got a, I found this. Which I think is cool. Oh, if I sound a little bit tired, it's because I started my course today, guys. I think you'll probably remember me talking about it earlier on, like last week at some point, that I was starting a construction course. So, I started that, and so far, it's been, it's been alright. But I am still trying to get used to the amount of time that I actually have to do things, which... Looks like I'll have maybe Fridays and I'll have Fridays and Mondays and Saturday afternoons definitely to record stuff, but I decided today, it's Wednesday, I'm going to record stuff now to, upload for tonight and hopefully tomorrow as well, but we'll see. I will be hunting 2 different things today. So that was the plan anyway. I was going to use 60 PED worth of universal ammunition on these Nusuls, and then I was going to use the same amount on the Zoodles. Nusuls and Zoodles. So let's see our pill situation. We got like 8 and a bit minutes. So what we'll do is we'll just go along. We're going to try to aim for the higher maturities, but it's not too much of an issue. These guys do tend to drop. These guys have dropped okay stuff as well. So it's not that big of a problem if we go after these guys as well. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cycling through everything. We're going to be cycling through all of our shrapnel, depending on how long this takes. If this gets to above the 30-minute mark, then sure, I probably won't. But I will be cycling through shrapnel. Unless I get a global or something like that, then I won't. But for the majority... we're going to be cycling through. And then by the end of it, we're going to have a look at, the variety of stuff that we got. We're going to look at the markup of some of the stuff that we got. I don't know if I showed you the markup of some of the stuff that I've got in my storage. I have decided to TT a couple of things. Mainly like the animal muscle oil and eye oil, because I don't see myself doing any crafting at the moment. And I'm not going to be dragging that shit back to... Calypso to sell, because it's the same pretty much everywhere. I might be able to sell it for an extra 0.5% markup maybe, but beyond that, these guys do drop a lot of other stuff as well, which is cool. Those Nusul hides, I think they have a 106% markup. No, it's close to 110. Decent markup. I'll be taking that back to Calypso. And there's also these residues. These residues I will probably use in crafting, so I will utilize that in crafting. But it all depends. It might end up being something that I sell as well. Depending on how the markup goes. If the markup hits the 103, then if I get 100 PED, I can make an extra couple of PED. If I get 100 PED worth of the stuff, I can, make some more. So that's, you know, kind of the realm that we're walking in at the moment. We're going to be... I'm expecting not to make a profit, like, obviously I'm expecting not to make a profit off of the trade terminal value. And I really am sticking to the concept that what I spend for my gun is essentially an investment in my skills. So I'm not too bothered if I do make a profit TT-wise from my ammunition, but I don't get a profit TT-wise from, like, when I add in the decay of my gun. You know, there's just a few things that I'm not all too fussed about at the moment, but we do want to try to save, like, you know, squeeze every PEC, so to speak. You know, let's get that Nusul old. The higher the maturities, the more, you know, they tend to drop, like, varied loot. So, we'll see how this goes. You know, we'll get to... If it gets to the 20-minute mark, and, you know, we're sitting pretty good, then I'll probably call it there for this hunt. But, you know, it really depends on what happens. We could cycle through and be done in 20 minutes. We could cycle through and, you know, have loot and more shrapnel. You never know. You really never know with these sorts of things. Because you're cycling through, right? So if, let's say you're using 60 PED worth of universal ammunition, and then by the time you've, like, shot all of it, you have, like, 40 PED worth of universal ammunition. Like, 40 PED worth of shrapnel. Well, you convert it and you'll get just over 40 PED worth of universal ammunition. So, you're hunting ammunition for the entire hunt, instead of being 60... Now, this is shot-wise, right? Instead of having 60 PED worth of shots, you end up having 100 PED worth of shots. You haven't gained 100 PED. You're just converting them to utilize it because, you know, there's no point in selling it. There's no point in selling shrapnel. Like, there's none, in my opinion. But converting it and then just continuing on with the hunt, that's completely good in my books. And I know that's, you know, like that's an average thing that most people kind of, you know, have running through their heads. You know, just keep cycling it and, you know, you get more bang for your buck. And I guess, let's say with 60 PED I'm able to kill, like, you know, 50 creatures, right? If it's then up to like 100 PED after I cycle it through, well, that's, you know, 80, 90 creatures that I'm then able to, you know, that I'm able to kill, which gives me a higher chance of getting one of those higher percentage loots, which, you know, is always nice. And I have had these guys drop some equipment item as well. So, like, they've dropped, you know, they've dropped whips, they've dropped various different things. They've dropped, I think one of them dropped a gun, one of them dropped an attachment for a gun, all that sort of stuff. Nothing that I could really use or sell. So I think it ended up being just TT, like, vendor food, but I'm not entirely sure. I think one might still, like, I think some of it might still be in my storage, but I'm not sure. And yeah, I could have probably sold, well, not the whip. The whip was maybe, it was like 5 PED, and it was sitting at maybe 100 and, you know, like 110 to 120 markup. So I might have been able to get like an extra PED for, well, not even, because equating for, you know, the auction fees, you know, I would have made like a slight bit more on the off chance that someone might want to buy it. But if they don't want to buy it, well, then I'm out, you know, 50 PEC. Which can suck. Especially if you're, you know, are trying to, you know, squeeze every PEC. Squeeze every pack. But, yeah, that's sort of the, you know, the way the game works. Yeah, we got an okay variety at the moment. Not a lot of shrapnel, Not a lot of shrapnel, which is a big change of pace from, like, Calypso. Calypso, generally, you get a lot of shrapnel back. Arkadia seems not as much. It seems a majority of the loot is, you know, actual loot, not, oh, that was a puny, was he? Not, you know, not shrapnel, not something that I'm just going to turn into more ammo. It's got around 20, you know, I have around 23 PD left. So by the end of this, like by the end of the 60 PD worth of ammo, I'm probably going to have around 10 PD worth of shrapnel, so we'll just cycle that through. Gives us that extra chance to get some extra. But this hunt is mainly so you guys, or you guys that are thinking about coming to Arkadia, this series is mainly so you guys can look at it and be like, okay, so these guys tend to drop these things. And, yeah, if you're able to, you know, if you get some information out of this, then that's always cool. Like, it's always good if you can get some information out of my videos, like, but like I've said, you know, never take what I say as gospel, but, you know, if you get some, if some of this stuff helps you out, then, you know, why would you complain? And yeah, let's get some extra skillage. And get the looty loot pill cranking. Get that going. Like, loot wise, it's not the best today with these guys, but I had a really good run with these guys the other day. But you know, that's the luck of the game. You're not always gonna get big, like hit big. You know, that's why you should use some of the free services, you know, like sweating and fruit fighting and stuff to try to offset your losses a little bit. Or, you know, just increase the amount of PED you'll have to play with. Yeah. Or invest in deeds. Investing in deeds, in my opinion, is a very good idea, because then you get, like, PED each week, obviously. You know, you get X amount of PED, at the end of the week you'd be like, oh, I've got an extra 10, 20, 30 PED, depending on how much you've invested. Or for some of you crazy cool cats, you can turn around and be like, oh, wow, you know, I got a few hundred PED this week, sick. Because I know some of you are out there. I know there's probably a few of you out there that are like, oh, you know, I get like, you know, 500 to 1,000 PED from my deeds. Yeah, you know, it's just a small amount. I know there's probably a few of you guys out there in the Entropia universe landscape that have done really good for yourselves, which is always cool. Yeah, I might have to do like a swanting run at some point. Hunt some of those punies that are at the quarry. Hunt the punies that are near the quarry, sweat them dry, shoot them dead, all that sort of stuff. Might even do some of that today. Because I do need to, you know, get those, you know, I do want to get the passport. There are some cool stuff, like, with the passport, like, some of the quests. But it's not a necessity, so I might just end up, like, taking all the sweat with me back to Calypso and selling it. Might even end up doing that. Who knows? So we'll be cycling in a minute or two. And we'll have, you know, a little bit of extra to shoot and play around with. Was that fruit? Did I see fruit? Could have sworn I saw like a papillon or something. Papillon. But I didn't. Strange, that's like one of the only ones that I've seen that just gave shrapnel. Weird, I hardly see that. So I reckon by the end of this, unless we do get some kind of global, by the end of it we might come out with maybe we might come out with like 50%. I reckon. We might come out with about 50% of what we put in, like ammunition wise. We might come out with 50%. Like TT value. But if I keep collecting you know, these guys, like over time, like keeping these things in stacks, like over time, they will make the difference. I do believe. I do believe they will make the difference over time. But, you know, that's just my thought. It's just what I think. So after this guy, yeah, we'll cycle through now. Cycle through. Shoot some more of these happy chappies. See if we can get a little bit more of the... If we get some more of these guys and these guys, that'll be good. What about you guys? What do you guys? Nah, you guys bay out. Fuck all. Tier component 1. That's not bad. 114. It's pretty good. Hey! That's pretty good. And what about this timber? Little bit of a markup. Not that much of a markup though. Like I'm really looking for like anything like above, like anything in the month like that's above 106%. Yeah. Everything else is fine. I'll just have to sell them in like larger stacks to really reap the rewards. Now where is high maturity? It's puny, mature. There's an old. We'll get the old. Hopefully. Gonna give us something good. PED worth of strat. If we're lucky, we might be able to cycle through like one more stack of maybe 4 PED worth of stratty. If we're lucky. If we're lucky. Chances are, probably not going to be as lucky. If I'm like 110% honest, probably not going to be lucky. I've had like a busy week, so I know things are just not going to go my way. But these videos serve a purpose beyond just, you know, making some PED. They do serve purposes. They serve purposes. One, it's fun for me. I'm able to relax and unwind, which is something that's very much needed. I'm able to relax and unwind, chat to you guys. Been seeing a lot of comments recently. Been seeing a lot of people two guys. I've seen a lot of people just commenting F. I guess they're just pressing F in the chat, boys. Press F. And there's a couple of questions as well. Like, I think one of you guys asked how to get a hold of spaceships these days. Now, motherships, I have no idea. I think you have to either buy them for an absurd amount or be lucky to be able to construct one. I have no idea. Motherships, I got no clue. If you're looking for something that can just fly in space, get a Slipnir or a... Oh, what are they called? A V-Wing or whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know. The plane looking bastards. Yeah. Looks like something out of Raptor Shatter. Yeah. It looks like something out of Raptor. And then get like a thruster and put the thruster on there. And then you'll be all set to travel in space. Now, was it a bad idea to start shooting this guy? Oh, no, we might be able to be okay. Come on. And we're not really going to have anything to cycle through. So I might shoot this young. We might have enough. We might have enough with cycling to. Let's see. Okay. So now we're going to head back. Head back skis. But yeah, a lot of questions. One guy asking about, spaceships and stuff. And I mean, get a Slipner or whatever and get a space thruster. There are a few other questions. Yeah, I'll pull them up now. I'll actually be able to answer them instead of like just commenting on underneath. Because I think some of them are slightly more like questiony than just, a standard yes or no sort of thing. Let's see. Nijo, how do you get a spaceship nowadays in Entropia? Do you get it from the AH? Like I said, you might be able to. Nijo, you might be able to. You'll probably, it's gonna cost you a fuck ton if you want to get, like, a mothership. But if you want just something to fly in space, then yeah, just get a Slipner and a space thruster. Simple. Matt Brassfield, hey buddy, you should look up Little Big Mining. It's an add-on in Entropia Universe. It tracks all the drops, positions of the drops, ped use, percentage of rate of finding. It helps with the circle radius. Works on all planets. I'll definitely look into it. And I think that was this guy. Yeah. Question: How you got 16 PDs from 2 land deeds and 10 crystals? How much they pay out? Just wondering. I think at the time when I did this specific experiment, because this was on the experiment thing. I think I got. Yeah, I think Crystal Palace paid out like 8 PED and at that point, and then from what I had, which was I think around 200 shares, something like that. I'm not sure. And then it was going through Mayhem at the time on Calypso, so Calypso paid out really well. But yeah, I think I was like ballparking it. Not being exact, it might have been around 14. Probably wasn't around 16. I think if I was talking about it, I was probably like ballpark numbers. But I do think there was a time where I did get around 16 PED from the ped flow. But I think that was around Mayhem and all that sort of stuff. Just, a freak occurrence. So yeah, there's that answer. So what do we think we're going to be getting? We got around 10 with that. I think we're going to get around 25 PED worth of loot. 25 to 30 PED worth of loot. In my humblest of... Ooh, Papillon. Papillon. 48. 48 bits of Papillon. Very nice, very nice. I can go with my other fruit that I found. But, yeah, I think... Yeah, I do believe... we're going to be around 25 PED. Like, might be a little bit more, but I don't think we're going to get much more than that, if at all. So, we'll look though. We'll throw it into the trade terminal, see exactly what we came out with. We'll look at some of the markups, and then we will throw it into the storage, and that'll be done for this hunt. Not done hunting today. But we'll throw it into 28.22 PED without the Shraddy. 27.39 PED. So still like 50% of what we put in. So this is why you shouldn't expect to get things back TT value, right? You shouldn't expect it to get back TT value. It's just not going to happen. But if you get lucky, you get those globals. It gives you that little bit of a buffer. Then you find things like this that gives you good markup. So we'll throw this stuff into storage, and then we'll move on to the next. So let's have a look at the paint cans. I will fix up this storage. It'll be one of the things that I do. I won't do it today. So yeah, yellow paint cans are pretty damn good. Market value of these guys. Right now it's close to 110. Like, it's like around 110, which is really cool. Animal muscle oil. 103. Yeah. If I get 100 PED of it, I could sell it for 103. Core timber. Yeah. It doesn't sell that much, but I keep it in there. This stuff sells very well and a good markup as well, but I think that's because it's rare to actually get the little bastards. Socket component 1. It's alright. It could be worse. This stuff, just pop you in there. Animal hide. Wow, someone sold... They must have sold 318 for like 194. Holy shit. Because yeah, if you look at the month, 112, 2.6k. Whoever got that, they're probably going to be able to sell it for around like 330, 340. So that's pretty sick. Good for them. Unless there was something that happened. See, this has been pretty consistent. So, you know, wool is a good one to go for. If you're going to be trying to find stuff, wool is a good one to go for. Wool, paint cans, extractors and things like that. Tier 1 component. Yeah, not bad. Tier 1 component is at a good healthy station as well. This stuff, yeah, it's not. we don't speak of that one. Then we put our papillon in here, and I'll probably just I'll keep the muscle oil actually, because it looks like the TT, like it looks like the markup has gone up. Because at one point this was around 1.1, like 1.101.5. So this was around 101. Now it's bumped up to 103. So I don't know. I don't know if, like, you know, if I was just tripping, but yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. There's videos going to be pretty irregular, so try not to think about it too much. Videos will just be pretty irregular. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did enjoy, you know what to do. And for those of you that are currently pressing F in the chat, press F, boys. Press F. And I'll see you guys in the next one.